Hello viewers, welcome to TJ's World.
And who is T?
Of course I'm T. My name is Titi Jacobs. My friends call me Lady TJ and he's...
My name is Jerry Krenzel. My friends call me Mr. Magic.
So, you can be our friends. Just call us Lady TJ and Mr. Magic.
Now tell me, why are we here? What are we doing?
Okay, I'll tell you why we're here. This platform is an entertainment platform. Here on this platform, we talk about movie reviews, skits, everything that's going on in the entertainment world. We will be discussing here on this platform.
What are we doing today?
We are going to review Aníkúlápó.
Ọkùnrin àjèjì tó wọnú ìlú wa ìwá. Arákùnrin.
Ta ni ọ́? Ń bọ́ lọ ti wá.
Tó pe rẹ̀ ládìkùn. Aníkúlápó.
You know, it's trending. On Netflix now, it's trending. Everyone's talking about this movie. You understand? We felt like, let it be the first one we are going to review. Because of the quality, the plot, everything about this movie is worth reviewing. That's what we're going to be doing today.
Okay, actually, the first time I saw the name Aníkúlápó, I thought it was something to do with fella. And then...
I thought so too. When I saw the Aníkúlápó, I was thinking it was a story, maybe his life, the story
Times,
about
life, his music and everything.
Music, and I was really interested. But I saw the guy and I felt, this person doesn't look like fella
at all.
I'll just watch it anyway.
In essence, the name Aníkúlápó simply means the one who's got death in his scabbard, right? Not pocket. It's akpo. So that's the scabbard. That's where you put the sheath of your sword.
Okay.
Because actually, when this name was made popular, it was by a fella. And we had this argument over the years. Is it Akpo or Akpo?
I used to thought I thought that it was Akpo.
It's Akpo?
Yes, until you corrected me and said it was. I said Aníkúlápó.
Okay.
But then you said no, that it was Aníkúlápó.
Now the story.
Yeah. The story was actually written by Ifayemi Elebuyibon.
Okay.
You know, Ifayemi, I mean, he's a veteran. He's a veteran. He's been there for years and years and years.
And it got developed by Afolayan.
Kunle Afolayan, the director himself, as well as Shola Dada.
Okay.
They were the scripts developed.
What role did
developed it? Yeah.
Hakim Ife, was it?
Who?
Hakim? I think he was...
Hakim was a makeup artist.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the makeup eventually. But Hakim was the makeup artist.
Okay.
And the DOP, who did very well, was Temitope Covell.
Right.
The DOP was Jonathan Covell, sorry.
Yeah.
DOP was Jonathan Covell, and the editor was Temitope Folarin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this movie per se. Because I'm pretty sure you've watched this movie.
And if you haven't, I think you should watch it.
Right. Now, can we go into the plot of the story, please?
Well, it was a story about this young man who left Gbọ̀ngán and moved to Ìlú Ọ̀yọ́. We don't know per se why he left Gbọ̀ngán for Ìlú Ọ̀yọ́.
Okay.
The story was not told, but the story started from actually
his arrival
during
the Egungun festival in Oyo.
Yes. And the fact that he didn't have anything. You know, he was poor. He didn't even have anywhere to stay. You know, it's a new place for him, and he was fortunate enough to meet this mega rich man eater.
That's where his will I say his tragedy or his downfall started?
Yeah, I think so, because but I don't know whether it's his downfall. I personally feel that he was greedy. I know you won't agree with me.
No, I don't actually agree with you, because he was put in an impossible position.
No. Yes. At the beginning, when he first came in, you understand, going into a new place that you don't know anyone, and you were fortunate to meet someone who was
one of the most powerful women in Oyo, a woman who has practically broken the calabash, because in those days, it's very rare for a woman to leave her husband's house and chart a course for herself, which is what Awuru has done.
Yes, Awuru was played by Shola Shubowale. And you know, Shola Shubowale is a legend. And she really chopped this story. She ate it. She drank water. You understand? So well, yeah.
This man came into Oyo, and the first thing that he did was get his tail into a vice.
Yes.
In the sense that he fell straight into the arms of Awuru. And you see, I still say this, if he had not met her, I'm pretty sure his life would have been a lot better.
But I don't know anything about that. Maybe he would, he may not have made it. The way he thrived after meeting her would show you that she impacted in his life despite the rest of the
But they were constraints.
Yeah,
they were constraints.
So it was Kunle Remi that played Saro.
He did a good job.
And he did a good job.
Yeah,
so well done to you, Saro. And he's a handsome man. He's tall, light-skinned, handsome.
Do you see the way all the girls in Oyo town were going gaga for him?
Which brings me to the fact that something terrible may have happened to him in Bongon.
Possibly the same thing.
He moved to.
Possibly the same thing.
It's possible. It's possible.
So the story now goes that Saro got entangled with this powerful woman.
Yes.
And somewhere along the line, he actually fell in love with her.
Yes, he did.
Right?
He did. Otherwise, he would not have been jealous when Ado,
that guy,
Kunle himself, he played that role when he came into town, and then he met with
Saro was actually expecting her to come.
Yes, yeah.
She didn't show up.
No, Saro didn't know him.
No. Saro was expecting Awuru to come.
Yeah.
And when she didn't come, he decided to go
and look, find out why. You understand? How can you anyway, you can fall in love with anybody though. But I think he was stupid.
I don't think he was stupid. I think it's what any normal hot-blooded young man would do. The irony of the whole thing was that he fell in love with this woman, and this woman is a man-eater.
Yeah, but he was warned. Remember that he was warned by one of the workers there who warned him. But Saro was just knee-deep into that relationship and he didn't care. He was enjoying the food, he was enjoying the woman, he felt like it was going to be like that forever.
Don't be like that. His heart was on fire. When your heart is on fire, you don't listen to reason.
How can your heart be on fire?
You see,
they were telling you things, you were saying things.
What would you have done in his shoes? Because I'm a man, right? When you walk into a village and the most powerful woman in the village or the town or the city takes a shine to you, you can't say no.
Well, he didn't even try to, the very first night that Awuru went into his room, he could have tried a little to say, sorry, and so on, but he didn't.
I would have said, welcome, mama.
Yeah, well.
It's a man's thing.
It's a man's world, isn't it? And see what happened to him.
What happened to him?
Oh, well, you know what happened to him. When he went thinking that, now I'm the boss now, this is my woman. What did he get?
Well, I mean...
anyway, let's go back.
She was mean.
Yeah, she wasn't mean because she didn't know what happened to him, to her before. So maybe she's been maltreated by other men.
Did you see the way she read him the riot act?
I would do the same.
Oh, wow.
I would do the same.
Now tell me, this tragedy, whichever way you look at it, will have unfolded eventually.
Well, that's the storyline.
Okay.
That's the storyline. But I think the storyline, the thing about the storyline was Arolake. Arolake was the king.
Who's Arolake?
Arolake was played by Bimbo Ademoye.
Okay.
And she was an unfortunate...
the favorite queen.
Well, remember that she didn't love the king. The king just saw her And as usual, the traditional way, I like this girl, which means that he carried his leg. I mean, how do you say it? And said, "No, I just want this one.
I want this one."
You understand? It doesn't happen nowadays, but it
yes, it does. It still does happen in Yoruba land, somewhere in Yoruba land.
Well, somewhere probably in the bush of the Yoruba land.
Okay.
The kings don't just do that anymore. At Ilaju now, we are now, things like that. Anyway, what we're trying to say is she wasn't in love with the king. She was a young woman.
She was about 15?
Yes, she was pretty young. I think the king was a pervert, actually.
Pretty
young. She was pretty young. She hadn't seen the world and everything. And she wasn't in love. So when she saw Saro, handsome young man, she didn't have any choice.
You see,
she just fell in love.
It actually would have been better if the other queens in the palace were treating her well. They were mean to her. And looking back, I think the queen mother was very, very weak.
No, she was. She was weak. She didn't care. She'd already accepted 2 women. So what's another one?
And Wojuola? Whoa!
I love her.
That woman is poison.
Yes.
I've never seen a more toxic person like Wojuola.
Hell has no fury. You can see because the king was very, very tilted towards Arolake.
Yeah.
And any opportunity the king had not to sleep with the other women,
he goes there.
So obviously now they're there. They always wait their turn, which I would never do, but they always wait their turns. And the night, maybe they've been waiting for like 4 weeks, and then that night he just says, "Okay, because of one silly statement that you have made, so I'm getting out." And then the thing, it runs to Arolake again.
Yeah, he does. But I think I'll do the same thing if I wear his shoes.
Yeah, I know you. Of course you would do it.
That's a young, fresh, beautiful woman as opposed to the other ones who've had children. So hey.
So are you saying those women who have had children?
This guy's got 4 wives, right?
So
the first wife, the queen mother, there is Wojuola, the third one. The Wojuola and the third one, they are so mean to Arolake. So somewhere along the line, Arolake was bound to chat out and break out from that constraint.
So that's what I'm saying. She was desperate. She was in distress. She was intimidated by the other women, and the opportunity she had, she just took it.
What was the opportunity?
Seeing a young, handsome man coming into the palace, you understand, no holds barred.
I just kind of feel sorry for Saro because whichever way you look at it, there was no winning.
What did you just say?
Yeah, there was no winning because on the day he actually came to the palace to come and sell the mashufi.
Yes.
Right? He was going home when he got raped by Arolake.
What do you mean by he got raped?
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh my God. Please, listener, don't even listen to
But
this
she
man.
did.
What did he do when the lady went for him?
What
he
would
just
you
say,
do?
"Who are you? Don't touch me. What's going on? Why don't you leave me?"
Easier
No,
said.
he embraced it.
There was this. You see,
That's not rape.
Hang on. When he went into the palace and he had finished selling to all the queens, he was about going when they told him that there's another queen.
Yes.
And from the word go, there was this
ambience,
this beautiful interruption.
I'm not.
It was like seeing
that.
your
So why are you
soulmate.
saying that he was raped? He wasn't raped. She went for him and he embraced it.
Went for him in the bush when the guy was going home.
So he could have just said, "You're the king's wife. This is not right. Madam, please go." If
Saro,
he had said that.
To me,
Saro was greedy.
Saro was between the devil and the deep sea.
Oh dear.
You can't say no to the Alaafin's young wife because all she needs to do is go back to the palace to go and accuse you that you are trying to rape her.
Oh, okay. I'll take you back to the Bible. Even Joseph said no to Potiphar's wife.
That's a different story entirely.
No, I'm just saying to you. Me. So you can say no. He could have said no.
How would you say it in Yoruba?
Because he had another woman. No, come on, Jerry. On a more serious note.
No, but for real.
Let's be realistic. For me, he wasn't raped twice. The first time, the older woman, Awuru went to him And he accepted. He
Yes.
embraced her. He didn't even argue. He didn't even say, "Oh, madam, you're my boss." The moment the woman went for him, he jumped. And then the second time, the moment Arolake went for him, he just embraced it, which
A
means
young,
that he's just
hot-blooded,
he's a lustful
handsome
human
man.
being. No. Okay, fine.
Okay,
Let's move on.
Okay, haven't said that.
Let's move on.
Right. It is this thing, this flaws that you said he had, that actually led to
his downfall.
Demise.
Yes, to his downfall.
But then, do you think if there wasn't that kind of jealousy in the palace, so much so that Wojuola's daughter, the princess, actually was falling in love with Saro as well? So this guy had women coming at him from
Nobody
all
is
angles.
disputing that.
Yes.
What we are trying to say is Arolake had a reason for going to Saro. You understand? Regardless of how genuine her reasons were, it was wrong because she was a married woman.
Yeah.
You understand?
Now,
And she
stop
stepped out.
going Puritan on me right
It's
now.
not being Puritan, it's just being realistic.
Yeah.
She was a married woman. She was a king's wife.
Yes.
That was
Who
an-
was
That was an
completely
abomination.
unhappy.
Of course, I
A
know.
young woman.
I know.
Very unhappy.
What she was.
As though that's not bad enough, the other queens were going at her on a daily basis.
So what you're saying is what she did was justified.
I never said that. Don't
I'm
quote me.
asking.
Don't
I'm just
quote, don't
asking.
quote me.
Was it justified? No.
What
the
always
storyline-
find its level.
Yeah, but the storyline was about the betrayal.
Okay.
So we don't want to lose the plot.
yeah.
The plot
It's
was about betrayal because betrayal of Arolake betraying the king, Arolake being betrayed by Saro betraying Aworun. You understand? So it was a story that revolved around tragedies, betrayals, so many intrigues in it. You understand?
So
let's talk. Actually, the plot is just a love story. You understand? Gone wrong.
okay.
It's just a love story gone wrong. You understand? And it was about greed. The greed of Saro.
Excuse me. I don't. Okay. That's for another time.
Okay.
Greed. I wouldn't say greed. Say self-survival. Yeah.
What do you think about the story itself?
I think it's in essence, in a nutshell, it's the story of a man who was given a reprieve of life, and he got greedy, like you said. But that's at the end. He got greedy. He lost himself, and he forgotten that the power that he actually was given to use was handed him by Arolake.
Yeah.
And that's what actually led to his second demise.
Do you think it was right for Arolake to have shared that secret with him in the first place?
You see, this story was set in Yoruba land of old.
Yeah.
If Arolake had the mindset of Aworun, she wouldn't have given
him the power.
Yes. But they were in a place where she figured, as a woman, I am not supposed to have this kind of power. So she deferred to her man.
She was in love.
Yeah.
And she was
And then she
stupidly
deferred to
in
the
love.
man.
And then she gave the power that she had. She could have been the one
That's what
waking
I'm
those
saying.
people up.
I know.
What was wrong with that?
Yeah, but in Yoruba land of old.
Yeah, okay. So now let's talk about what you found in terms of quality, in terms of the makeup, in terms of all of those things. Tell me the positives in this production.
The production is good. Storyline is good.
Yeah.
Cinematography is good. But some of the makeup leaves a lot to be desired.
That's not positive.
Yeah, but you can't have this without having the other.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
In terms of cinematography,
Mm-hmm.
I think they did a good job.
The set is good.
Yes. I mean, the way it
The
was
acting?
designed, acting was on point.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? The people that did it for me, actually, they were Saro.
Yes.
Awuru
Yes.
and Arolake herself.
Arolake, yeah.
And I think the second wife,
Awojuola.
Awojuola
is something.
she was so good. She was good. I
Awojuola is
really
something.
liked her.
Yes.
So those four did so well.
They actually, I think they carried the.
They carried the costumes too. Let's talk about the costumes. I think the traditional costumes.
I like the costumes.
Yes, the storyline was okay. At some point, I was getting bored, but the storyline was okay.
I was scared for Saro
at a point. As a man,
as it got to a point where I was willing myself to watch it because I knew that when you play with fire, you get burnt.
Absolutely.
And I was like, oh, do I still want to? And I was like sitting on edge watching this story unfold in front of me. And I knew definitely it was going to end the way it ended.
It ended, yes. I don't buy I personally don't buy the deaths. Saro dying twice or being woken up or everything. That's not real. That's not realistic.
Yeah, but it did happen because the Akala is.
Please don't tell me about that Oh my God. It was. Oh my God. It was horrible. It was ras. That was so horrible.
People have done a lot better.
You understand? And I'm not knocking you, Kunle. You did well. You did well. This production was okay, but I mean, technology now. That Akala bed was just something else, and all those.
And then those traditional marks. You know now.
No, those are your marks. They were just horrible. They were horrible.
They could have been a lot more realistic, you know.
Yeah,
but having said that,
it is what it is, isn't it?
One thing I have come to realize about big productions in Africa is we have the story. We are the originator of what African mythology, folk tales, and stories are. And we always defer to Hollywood every time. Look at Coming to America. It could have been something from the African bosom, right? Because it was a story about an African prince. Look at, what's that, the other one, the Wakanda one? Black Panther. Do you think if they had pumped so much money that they did in these two films I've mentioned, if they pumped it into Aníkúlápó, it would have taken the world by storm?
I'll tell you something. You know the problem we have in Africa, especially in Nigeria, you understand? They don't know about collaborations. You understand?
Yeah.
Financially, if you want to make a fantastic movie or a fantastic film that you want to go to Cannes Festival or go to Hollywood, you have to collaborate.
Yeah.
You have to put money together as producers. You understand? Or executive producers. You can't do it by yourself.
I think he did by himself.
No, he was supported by Netflix.
Okay.
So he was supported by Netflix and another person. And I think the other person, Netflix and Golden Effect, K-Motion Pictures. So there were 3 collaborations, but still not good enough. There are so many rich people in Nigeria that could have
chipped
money into that movie, and it would have gone places. It wouldn't have just ended up in Netflix.
Okay, let's go back to the second part of the story. After the flight from Oyo town to Ujumo, Saro and his, for want of words, his stupidity.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't think he was stupid. I think that it's something that he's used to doing, because it clearly showed with Awurun, it clearly showed with Arolake. So he's somebody that likes women.
So it's a case of poverty locked his vices.
Yes.
And when the riches start rolling
then he started feeling, not until I've been disgraced. That was exactly what happened. Do you understand? And I didn't feel sorry for him, quite honestly, because what he did to Arolake was really bad. But women are different. As a woman, I don't think I would have disgraced him or taken the god off him like that. I would have allowed him to actually wake the king. Whether he's going to marry the prince, whether he's going to marry 20 wives, that's his problem. We women, we tend to just want to kill ourselves over some men.
Listen.
You understand?
Listen. I disagree
No.
with you. You see,
No,
you see,
seriously.
a man. You see, this is a lady. This is a queen who
Left everything.
left everything to be with you.
Yeah.
And then when she had the opportunity to become the Aníkúlápó, she gave you that power. Now, somewhere along the line, you forgot who you are. You started marrying. First of all, he raped his maid, right?
Yeah.
And then he married another woman and started having children.
He was just promiscuous like every other man.
You know no.
Most men are promiscuous. Most men.
What annoyed me most is he now climbs into bed and discusses Arolake with the other women, how she's barren, she used to be a queen, and blah blah. There was no need for that.
So why are you feeling sorry for him? I didn't feel sorry for him. I felt that what happened to him was justified. You understand?
The set in Ojumo, right? I think whatever happened to him is justified in Ojumo. Because apart from being promiscuous, right? He was disrespecting Arolake.
Yeah.
And then this is a town that gave you everything, they welcomed you. And at the biggest stage, you now started blackmailing the king, the Oba.
I know, it's still part of his greed. It's still part of it.
Like I said, I'm not feeling sorry for him on that part.
That's
nasty.
why he deserved what he got. I don't want to miss this point.
Yeah.
You see, Kunle actually used a lot of veterans.
Yeah, he did.
In this movie. However, he underused them, which was a bit upsetting for me as somebody who really loved some of the veterans that he used. They were benched.
Yeah, they were practically benched.
Honestly, they didn't
giving them one or two lines.
Yeah, giving them 2 lines. Some of them did not even say anything. And these are veterans.
He shouldn't have even.
You didn't need that many.
Yeah, he didn't need that many.
But he wanted all of them to be in it. You understand?
And his own cameo role, that work done
that didn't make any sense.
There was no need for that.
Of course, they always want to be in it. He did it well, and he played that role, just one role, which was okay because the role was significant to the whole story.
In essence, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah. So the chiefs, they were not very well utilized, and they could have been better utilized.
Right.
And then I did not like Toyin. Toyin's makeup was horrible. Toyin Adebowale, what's her name? No. What's her name?
Which one?
The one of the chiefs, the lady, Afolayan.
That beautiful woman.
That beautiful woman.
Yes.
Horrible.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, it can't be her.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. But from the voice, you wouldn't have known it's her.
Yes. So all in all, for me, there were a few flaws, but I would say that the production was okay. It was okay. I watched it, you understand, and I watched it to the end. And sometimes when I start watching Yoruba, and I'm not knocking anybody, sometimes I just get tired because the moment you start, you know what's going to end.
Yeah. For once, this one actually, yes.
Yeah.
It ticks the box.
The unrealistic thing about this was because people don't die twice or 3 times or whatever. You understand? They don't die and come back.
Yeah, well, it's a story of a man who was given a reprieve, right? Like you said, he's greedy. He died. He was given a reprieve. He woke up again, got to another town. Instead of him to now say thank you and then make a lot more positive things with his life, he got greedy. Yeah. He got lustful. He lost respect for the person who actually handed him the power, and then he now started blackmailing his benefactors. Okay. And for that,
you know, the other thing that was upsetting for me when I was watching it was the poison. When the maid brought the poison, the drink
to Arolake.
Come on, even a fool will know that was poison. You understand? Because the lady was fidgeting so much.
Apart from that, she's not the usual one who brings.
Yeah, she wasn't the usual one who brings food for her.
For her or anything.
And she was fidgeting so much so that realistically, Arolake should have known that there was a problem with that food.
How am I sure that Arolake's inability to have a child is not something the other jealous wives did by poisoning her food or giving her something so that you know that
But
kind
she
of a
did.
thing?
Well, when you watch the sequel, you will understand that she did mention it in the sequel.
Okay, now fine. Well, I hope we have been able to actually pique your interest.
Yes.
We believe that if you've watched it before,
go and watch
time
it
to
again.
go back and watch again, because you now take into cognizance all the things we have talked about, and it will make a lot more sense to you.
Well, it's a must watch. It's a good film. You should watch it. And kudos to Kunle and Shola Dada and even Bimbo, those person that wrote it, and it's just fantastic.
And to all the actors and actresses.
Yes, and everyone that acted in it. You understand? It's the kind of movie that I would love to be in. You understand? So it's good credit. You understand, for the Yoruba time. Yes.
We gotta go.
So we need to rate this movie. We will be scoring from 1 to 10.
Yes.
And it's okay for you to do your own score, but please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Which is...
You know what it is.
Okay.
TJ's
there's
World.
a T and there's a J.
Yes.
Don't forget.
World. So we'll be scoring this. What do you think?
I don't watch Nigerian movies. You know that. Because
don't say that.
But for real, they come up with some silly things. But this particular one, I'll give it an 8.
Wow. That's very generous. I would actually give it a 7.5.
Okay.
You understand?
They're pretty close to me.
Because because there's always room for improvement, and they have really tried. This movie is a must watch.
Yes.
So please go and watch it. It's on Netflix.
Next week, when we come your way again, we will be bringing you another interesting movie.
But we won't tell you what it is right now.
Until then,
from
Lady TJ,
God bless you.
I'm Jerry. Bye.
Love you. Take care.